Good afternoon and welcome to the WorkNow Hiring Fair. We're so excited to be here with you. Do me a favor, share this out right now on your networks. Go ahead, share it out because you know why? You don't have to be a member to get access. That's right. This hiring fair, you do not have to be a member to get access. And when I tell you there's so many great opportunities today, there's a lot coming your way. Again, if anytime you hear something that you're interested in and you want to know more information, shoot us an email at coreworknow@gmail.com. Again, that's coreworknow@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. And we'll see you soon in the virtual world. Again, share this out right now on your network. You're going to hear from some project coordinators today from places like Den, Great Hall, Convention Center, and you're going to hear from some employers. So you know what that means? Jobs available right now. This is going to get good. We have Hansel and Phelps in the office. We also have 48th and Race Redevelopment and so much more. And of course, there are going to be giveaways all throughout this broadcast. So stay tuned and share this out with someone who may be looking for not just a job, but a career, a pathway, and a new opportunity. WorkNow has you covered. Welcome again to the WorkNow Hiring Fair. We're going to get going. All right, up first, I'm going to bring someone to the stage who's going to tell you a little bit more about WorkNow. Who is WorkNow and what WorkNow has to offer you? Welcome to the stage, Miss Elena. Who is WorkNow and what WorkNow has to offer you? Welcome to the stage, Miss.
So I think, we might be on, there we go. So hello everyone and welcome today. WorkNow is pleased to host you all today. My name is Lenny Jimenez. I'm the Assistant Director here at the Center for Workforce Initiatives at the Community College of Denver. And we serve as the backbone for the WorkNow platform, which is comprised of multiple community organizations. If you're looking to build a career in construction or just want to find high-wage work to support you and your family, we're here to help in the following ways. If you'd like to know how or where to get into the industry, if you are in need of additional support, training, or resources for you and your family, also if you're looking to connect with local employers and projects, and if you want to build a stronger support group and a network. Or maybe you're already in the industry and want to upskill or start your own business. WorkNow and our 30+ training and resource partners are here to help. Contact us today through our interest form link below, and our network will strive to help you find and keep good jobs in construction. Thank you for attending today, and we hope you enjoy the presentation.
Thank you so much, Lenny. Again, you're tuned into the WorkNow Hiring Fair. At any time, if you hear something and you want more information, you know what you need to do? Shoot us an email at coreworknow@gmail.com. We thank you again for joining us and share this out with someone in your network. Again, today is filled with lots of opportunities from project coordinators to employers to cleaning jobs right here, right now, and to career pathways. So stay tuned for more. Up next, I have my guy, Zach Taurus, who's going to tell you about a great project coming up and introduce you to someone who's going to give you just a little bit more information.
Hey everyone, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. So I'm excited to get us kicked off with a very special and interesting project that we get to be a part of at 48th and Race. 48th and Race is a mixed-use affordable housing unit that is being developed in the North Denver neighborhood of Elyria, Swansea. So part of this project is 150 affordable housing units. There's also over 5,300 square feet of retail space being developed, in addition to an expansion space for Kalika Community Health Center as well. So today we get to hear from two very important subcontractors that are doing really, really great work on the site. Carol Spelke from Totally Interiors will be joining us in just a moment, as well as Jamie White from Flawless Steel Welding. So with that, I'll let Carol Spelke take it away.
Hi, I'm Carol Spelke. Nice to meet you. Thank you for allowing me to be here and offering me this platform. It's amazing. I am the owner of Totally Interior. It is a construction cleaning service and work program focused on removing barriers to employment and providing resources to fulfill demand for reliable work. And if you know anything about the construction industry, they are dying for that. So our unique hiring strategy, we tend to focus on local hiring to the different project sites that we are on. So Zach mentioned one, which was 48th and Race. We have another one over on 39th and Tennyson, and one off of South Federal and Dartmouth. And so with that, our unique hiring strategies actually enable developers to meet their hiring criteria. So it's kind of like this kind of, we look at the challenges on both ends, which is there's many people that are looking for reliable work, consistent work, and then there's many people in the construction industry and projects that are looking for reliable workers. So we try to marry those two in a sense of looking at challenges more as opportunities, and especially with this one, it's a shared challenge with shared opportunities. We are currently working with different nonprofits in the area. WorkNow is one of them, where I'm sorry, I think it froze on me. Sorry, y'all. Okay, hopefully it's back. So we work with different nonprofits in the area. Part of what we do is we create these partnership pipelines to do workforce development. We also work with nonprofits like the Empowerment Program. They offer 360 wraparound care to their clients, and one of the services they provide is employment training. And so with that, we try to really kind of create these partnerships all around. So everyone that we work with can find at least their basic needs met. So housing, food. We are also in line right now, working our way into connecting with Net Transportation, my bad. And they have a lot of really unique programs right now to find ways to get people to work. And a lot of the people that I work with who are work insecure, one of the main factors or barriers to employment is reliable transportation. And so they're putting together different carpools. And we're even talking about trying to work with Enterprise Car Rental to find different car rentals for our employees, and trying to create an actual program that really is focused on trying to take away the stressors and the barriers that really make it difficult to continue your employment. So yeah, and we're always open to hearing what any and all those are and seeing how we can really kind of find a solution. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Carol. We have a couple questions for you while you're there. I'm going to bring you and my friend Zach on the screen. We'll just talk a little bit about this opportunity. I love that this is an opportunity that people can jump on right away. Tell me a little bit about your hiring process.
Yeah, our hiring process is pretty simple. I usually have people come in and they do about a 4-hour cleaning with me. So it's actually a paid interview. So we kind of get together. Oh yeah, and
I like that.
Yeah, it's a good time. I really love it. It gets me like a chance to really connect with people and really kind of also get more in depth with kind of the challenges that they're facing, whether that's mental health or transportation or housing insecurity, those kinds of things. Like we always kind of like try and talk about what those are and how we can find ways to support in that way. But my favorite part is actually the future aspect of once we can get everyone a little bit of cash in their pocket and they're kind of cruising. We talk about kind of how we can work actually with WorkNow and all the programming that you guys offer to start training and education and getting them even farther into careers, possibly in the industry, in the construction industry. And I primarily work with women, which is super special.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of ladies in construction hats. So, yeah.
I love to hear that. This is I love your passion for this, number one, and really saying that you are working with people building a career. I think that's so important. We've seen with the pandemic, a lot of our people are struggling right now, getting back in the work field, figuring out how to get back and going. And like you said, let me get some money in your pocket first, and then let's talk about your next moves. This is great to hear. Zach, did you have any questions for Carol?
Yeah, I'd just like to hear a little bit more specification, Carol, on what anybody out there who's listening now, what could they expect to be part of the daily responsibilities and duties in working with Totally Interior?
Yeah, no, appreciate that. I say construction cleaning because it's a pretty much a catch-all because we kind of do a little bit of everything. So we really focus first on trying to get our foot in the door with developers by kind of throwing out, hey, do you have any people who clean your field offices? So what I love about the jobs with the field offices is they're usually after hours. So especially with women who have children, they can be there for them during the daytime if needed, especially with the pandemic and kids not being in school right now. It's been like kind of a lifesaver for some. And then it's also very flexible generally on the weekends too. And then that is one service we provide. Another service we provide is site cleaning. So general pickup. So we're moving debris, kind of heavier duty, like you got to get some work boots. And I provide you with all of your personal protective equipment. We'll go through a safety orientation. And I especially love working with women on this one because it's generally a whole new world for many of them. So
right.
Introduce them to the kind of like the culture around the sites and how to stay safe, really, because it can be a little bit more of a risky environment. So I always say live, alert, and wake, like very much.
Yes.
Yeah. And then our other service we provide is final cleans. So after the drywall goes in and all the appliances are in, the countertops go in, the final caulking comes in, like we go in and we clean the whole thing. It's similar to as if someone had moved out of a unit in an apartment building and
right.
they needed someone to come in and clean it for the next person. That's essentially what we're doing. And that's the level of cleaning that we need. So generally, if you're pretty good with detail and don't mind pushing a broom and doing a lot of this motion.
Right, a lot of this. Yeah. I had a great question out there in the audience, and they said, what positions are currently open right now? What can they get into right now?
Yeah, so right now we are currently hiring for site cleanup. We have a few projects in the future I'm starting to build our crews right now to take on the final cleans. So I'm looking for at least 6 people right now to help fill those positions. So we're starting on site clean just so I can kind of see, if people can show up on a day-to-day, and I'm willing to work with people. If 8 hours feels like too much, like let's start at 4. And then from 4, we can see if we can work up to 8. Again, it's very kind of like tailored to like what works for you. So,
Carol, you're like the best employer ever. Where were you at when I was looking for a job? Wait a minute. You're like, I love working with women. I can help you if you have kids. How many hours do you want to work or not want to work? I want a job with you. Any other last questions for you, Zach?
I think that's it. Yeah, I see one question in the chat as well about just clarifying on the distinguishment between women and men. Men are welcome to the construction site cleanup program as well. Is that correct?
Oh, very much so. Yeah, I have a passion for working with women in the construction industry, just because primarily, if you look at the statistics, there's only, I think it's at maybe 18% are women in the workforce.
Yes.
And I think from that, I think it's almost 10 are in admin jobs. They're not on site. And then the rest are on site. So it's a very small percentage. But when you look at us or women in the actual general labor force, we make up more than 50%. So it's kind of interesting. And I think the reason I focus there is because the construction industry is in so much need of skilled and unskilled labor right now. And there is a whole gendered population that has never really gotten, not it's that they haven't gotten a chance, but I think it's a whole new culture. It has taken me months to feel comfortable on a construction site because there's so many things going on. And they like talk about 1 north and 2 south, and you're like, I don't
get it. It's a lot, right?
So, yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense. And I appreciate you saying that, because I think at this point, it's important that we let everyone know that this can be a career, whether you're a male or a female in the industry. This can be a career for you. And I'm just thinking of things that I never thought about when I thought about construction, like just going in and cleaning up the whole entire site. So this is exciting to know you have a lot of great opportunities coming up. Again, this is Jamie with Total Interior. Please reach out. She has 6 open positions right now. Jamie, again, give them the website that they can reach you at for quick available reference.
Yeah, you can actually just email me at carols@totallyinterior.com. So I always try and tell people the way to spell my name is think of California rolls. So it's CAROLLS at totallyinterior.com. And it's interior, not interiors, so singular.
Singular. One question before you go. What is the starting rate currently around with this job with a little bit of experience?
Yeah, $15 an hour.
Excellent. That was easy. I like that. You're straight to the point. Thanks again, Carol, for joining us today with our WorkNow Hiring Fair. We look forward to many more opportunities with you.
And thank you for all you do. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. All right, those of you tuning in, we are at the WorkNow Hiring Fair. Thank you for tuning in. Do me a favor, share this out with someone else. You never know who's looking for a career, an opportunity, or just maybe a change. We have it. Go ahead and join right now. Go to www.work-now.org. Again, if you hear something today and you need just a little bit more information, don't be afraid to email us. You can email us at coreworknow@gmail.com. Again, that's coreworknow@gmail.com. You're going to hear from a lot of people today, but I want to know who's out there in the audience. So do me a favor, if you're tuning in right now, go ahead and put your zip code out there. I want to know what zip codes we're tuning in from, where are you at, what sides of town. I want to know, because I have some giveaways, and I think you might really like these giveaways. So if I have 80238 in the building, I want you to put that in the chat. Let me know where you're coming from, and we have some giveaways coming up. But until then, right now, I have a commercial from our sponsor, WorkNow. Thank you, WorkNow. Thank you guys for tuning into the WorkNow Hiring Fair. I asked you what your zip codes, and I see them coming in our chat. I'm going to have my production team go ahead and pull up my lucky winner. And this winner will be getting a $20 e-gift card. So that means it comes to you right away. You don't have to wait for it, for Sexy Pizza. And Sexy Pizza is an employee-owned food cooperative. I'm so excited about them because they're right here in our hometown, Denver, Colorado. So when you get this, I'm going to bring you up to the screen. I'm going to make sure you get your e-card right away. I'm going to grab your email and we'll get this coming for you. So up next, our winner for the $20 e-gift card is, boom, Karen 4641 from the 80022 area. Karen, you are the lucky winner. Karen, my producers will get with you behind stage, grab your email, and you have a $20 e-gift card coming from Sexy Pizza. Thank you, Karen. You guys, make sure you keep on commenting in the chats. Let us know if you have questions. This is for you. This hiring fair is to make sure we connect you with project coordinators as well as employers. We want all of your questions asked, so don't be afraid to chime in that chat and keep it active because I have plenty more giveaways where that came from. All right. Up next, I'm going to bring someone new to the stage that is going to talk to you about flawless steel and welding. So if I can have Jamie join us and tell us what we have going on in flawless steel and welding. Welcome, Jamie.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hi. Can you hear me okay?
You're great.
Great. So I'm not familiar with this process. Maybe you can help me out a little.
Of course, Jamie. I want to talk to you about Flawless Steel and Welding. So first, tell me a little bit about the company, about Flawless Steel and Welding, and what your mission is and how your company operates.
Sure, you bet. So we're a commercial steel fabricator. We've been in business for almost 10 years now. We're a turnkey fabricator erector, so we install all of the steel that we fabricate. We're based in Denver, Colorado. We do work in the region. So, for example, we're doing work right now in Wyoming. Of course, we do work in Colorado. We also look at work outside of those areas in like New Mexico and in the general region here. So we get around a little bit. We have personnel that are stationary in the shop, some people that move back and forth between the field and shop, and some guys that just stay out in the field all the time.
Excellent. You have a lot going on. Now, I know you're currently working on the 48th and Race project as well. Tell me, what are you looking for as far as experience for workers for the 48th and Race project?
Well, it really varies depending upon the individuals. We have different needs. So we need iron workers. We need general laborers. We train iron workers. We have a training program that we enter those guys into. So we invest in their careers. So we're willing to take on guys as long as they are in it for the long haul. We'll bring them in. We'll train them, give them a career path, and create a great relationship.
I love that. I think you went ahead and answered one of the questions that came out right away. They're like, if we're not trained and we're willing to work, and you're saying you're willing to take somebody, mold them, all they need to do is be dedicated. What are one of the benefits that you offer to employees? What's a great reason to be a part of this?
We'll have all of the content.
Of course, we offer, typical benefits like most companies: health, vision, dental, that kind of stuff. Some of the biggest benefits, though, is the payback and being able to do a job and be able to look around town and see some of the projects that you were involved in, some of the landmarks that you personally built. You're able to share that with your friends and family, and just your work's on display all over town.
I like that. People take pride in that. Zach, go ahead and jump in there. What some questions you have for Jamie?
Yeah, definitely. Jamie, can you help us visualize what kind of responsibilities, what kind of experience would someone be gaining in the various positions that you have open? I see here iron worker, material handler, foreman, steel fabricator, welder. Can you walk us through some of those and share with us what does a typical day look like for those responsibilities?
Wow, it's very versatile, honestly. Any given day, you could be doing a multitude of tasks. You could be actually installing steel and hanging it in the air and bolting it up and making connections. And the next day, you could be welding all that steel out. You could also be loading, unloading trucks of the steel, incoming materials, setting up for the jobs. So it really varies depending upon the job we're on and the stage that it's in. But yeah, it's a lot of welding, fitting, material handling, transferring. In the shop, of course, we have a lot of equipment, CNC equipment, that we process all the materials with. So we cut structural shapes to lengths. We drill holes in them. Of course, we fit and weld them. We have bending equipment for bending all of the materials. We have a plasma burn table that we burn all of our plate shapes, all the connection plates on that get fit onto the members typically and welded out. We do painting in-house, so we paint all of our steel prior to delivering it. Also, like I said before, we load all of our steel on our trucks, various trucks. We have full-size trucks, so we need drivers as well. Let's see, what else are we doing?
I think I can throw in, I think I saw office administration position as well, even for those that aren't in the skilled trade career pathway. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. We're also looking to add some help in the office staff as well, some support for accounting and administrative stuff.
Awesome. And I'd like to share with the audience too, one of the special things about Flawless Steel Welding is that it's a homegrown company. Started with their owner and founder, Victor Garcia, and it's grown from a mobile welder working out of his truck to a company now. How many employees are on staff at this company?
Oh boy, I believe it's about 35 right now.
35?
Yes.
Fantastic. Yep. Special opportunity to be part of an up and coming growing company, right?
Yes, definitely. There's a lot of opportunity. We're in a growth mode, so if you are interested in investing, you can come in and be part of that growth and plant down some good roots with us.
I'd like to hear that opportunity. That's what it's about. Jamie, I have one other question for you. I seen somebody in the chat just put it. Oh, the name of Jamie's company again. So we were talking about the 48th and Race project, the redevelopment there, as well as the steel company as well. So Jamie, what is the correct contact information? If somebody's looking to get in contact with you, how can they find you?
My email address is Jamie, Jamie, at fsw-denver.com. So you can email me there. You can also reach me on my cell. And that number is, I'm sorry, I gotta read it from my card here. It is 720-427-6014.
Perfect. 720-427-6014. Jamie is with Flawless Steel as well with the 48th and Race redevelopment. Any last questions for him, Zach?
I think that's, I did see one before. Would you be willing to go over starting pay for any of these positions to get an idea of where a base starting pay would be at?
Well, again, it depends upon the skills of the individual. I would say for entry-level general labor positions, it would start anywhere in between $17 to $19 an hour and on up. and it really gets capped out based on your own capabilities at that point.
Great. Yeah, I'm excited for any WorkNow members to get connected, especially hearing about the training program that you have in-house. Thank you for your time.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much, Jamie. We appreciate you.
You bet, thank you.
All right, now you guys know what I'm going to tell you to do. Take advantage right away because these jobs are great opportunities. So go ahead, take advantage. Zach, thank you for joining me as my co-host today. It's your girl Shay J from the Black Business Initiative, as well as Zach from WorkNow. He didn't even know he was a co-host until right now. Ta-da! Guys, do me a favor, keep going in the chat. If you have questions, let us know. We would love to make sure you are getting the answers that you need, as well as connected with whoever you need to speak with. Again, if you have questions throughout this project, send an email in. You can send it in to coreworknow@gmail.com, as well as just put them in the chat, and we'll have somebody respond to you at the earliest convenience. We want to make sure we're getting you the most information in the shortest amount of time, so we're going to be effective and efficient today. Again, shoot those emails into us at the WorkNow Hiring Fair. Up next, I think that you can do the honors, but I'm going to say this. She's one of my favorite reps at WorkNow. I'm going to just say that I do have favorites. I know we're not supposed to play favorites, but I do. So we have a favorite at WorkNow, always taking care of the community, a community liaison at her finest at the Community College of Denver, none other than Katrina. Zach, would you like to say anything as well as we bring Katrina to the stage?
No, thank you, everyone. Looking forward to hearing from Katrina, and stay tuned for more good opportunities.
Excellent. Welcome, Katrina. Thank you so much for being here. If you could give us a little bit about a background of what we're going to get into next, the other projects that we'll be speaking about.
Great. Absolutely, Shay. My pleasure. It's so good to see all of you today. We're glad you're here to learn a little bit more about some of the exciting opportunities that are happening on projects now and also happening next. We are going to be shifting. Your first project we heard about was a multi-unit residential redevelopment with mixed use retail and affordable housing, as Zach shared. We're going to start hearing about some of the commercial work that's going on. And we have two projects coming up back to back now. The first is the Denver Great Hall project. We're going to hear a little bit from the workforce coordinator on that program, who in fact had quite a bit going on in her office today. So I'm going to step in for her if she is not here, but there are contractors working out at the Great Hall and inside the airport on the concourse expansions that are hard at work and looking for both entry-level workers, skilled apprentices, people who want to get into registered apprenticeship, and we're going to hear a little bit from the workforce coordination team out there on that project, Max Impact Group, and they're going to share a bit about opportunities on that project and how we can get connected. And after that, we're going to go to the Colorado Convention Center. You already heard a brief video overview from Hensel Phelps, who's the prime on that project, and you'll be hearing from them after the Denver Great Hall team. Shay, we're glad to be here.
I'm so glad you're here. And now we're waiting for the Denver Great Hall. I know she has a lot coming on her plate right now. While we're waiting for her to show up, Katrina, could you give us a little bit about the opportunities we should see coming up in the next 1 to 3 months when looking at this project?
Sure. So this is a project that, my WorkNow colleagues who are here can potentially put into the chat the link to the Great Hall, but you've seen the renovations, you know that there's work going on, and on this project, Max Impact Group is assisting Hensel Phelps as the prime out there. And so they have been self-performing some of the work directly. So they have been hiring laborers and carpenters, both entry level and skilled. And some of you may not know that Hensel Phelps does participate themselves in some registered apprenticeship opportunities. We've had some WorkNow members graduate from pre-apprenticeship programs and go into their programs and upskilling opportunities, which is wonderful to see employers that invest in their workforce in that way. We also know that Hensel Phelps is overseeing a team of contractors out there, and the Max Impact Workforce Coordinator Group is essentially, if you're a job seeker, they are a liaison to help connect you to all of the subs on that project. I know we have at least 20 subcontractors that we're working with on that project, and the openings that they've shared with us that Lynn was going to talk to us about today are registered apprenticeship positions. So pipe fitting apprenticeship, sheet metal, HVAC registered apprenticeships, if those are crafts the group is interested in, as well as ironworker apprentices and journey workers. You heard a little bit from Flawless Steel Welding. There's another opportunity out at that project. They also have, those of you that have traveled through Den know that there's a lot of really intricate and detailed tile work. And in these renovations, there's going to be even more of that. So there is a contractor that is looking for entry-level or experienced tile setters, which is a very highly specialized trade. And if Lynn is not on the back studio yet, you can see that there's a career page there to link to the current Great Hall opportunities. Thank you for the team member that added that there. And I believe Lynn is backstage now and is happy to come answer a few questions, Shay, if you're able to add her on.
Hi, everybody. Sorry about the technical difficulty here.
Welcome.
Thank you, Katrina. And you really did a great job about speaking to the opportunities that we have out at the Great Hall at the Denver International Airport, working with our partner Hensel Phelps. I would just like to add to that we are ramping up for phase 2 of the project, meaning that coming up in July, there's going to be a lot of hiring going on for those positions that Katrina just talked about. And we will also have additional opportunities for our apprentices there as well. And I'm also happy to report, if you're lucky enough to become one of our team members out at the Great Hall, we have a very robust work support system, supportive services that we offer on a regular basis out at the airport, in partnership with both Hensel Phelps and WorkNow. So I placed the link to the jobs page that has a list of all of our contractors, as well as links to their career pages. I will also share with you all my contact information, because if you think of any questions that you may have about where to go or when to look at when phase 2 hiring begins, I can certainly connect you with that information. So thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And what is your contact information? I hear people already, I see in my personal chat, people are saying looks like a great opportunity. Where can they reach you at?
They can reach me at Lynn, and I'm typing that right now for you all, Lynn at maximpactgroup.com. So that's LYNNE at maximpactgroup.com.
We appreciate that, Lynn. We'll make sure we get that out there for you guys so we can share that with you. Lynn, now you said apprenticeship. How early can people start their apprenticeship? What age should they be looking at this?
Well, out here in Colorado and in the city of Denver, we're really lucky that we have partnerships that can start you on a career path in construction as early as high school. So through your different school districts, as well as through CEF, they specialize in connecting high schoolers and educating them and preparing them for construction careers. And they've also helped with barriers that some younger students may face, because most construction companies think that they have to hire someone who's 18, and that's not necessarily the case. Students who graduated from this program as young as 17 have actually been connected with jobs. And then on the other end of the spectrum, there's not an age cap. We have apprentices as old as in their 60s who have started encore careers, going from being accountants to being sheet metal apprentices, and are loving what they're doing. So I encourage anyone who has the interest, just check out some of the resources that are available out here, like through WorkNow and Construction's Careers Now is another good resource too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing to hear.
Yeah. I'll jump in. For those of you that are looking to connect to registered apprenticeship, as Lynn said, this is a earn and learn opportunity. You're hired, you're working, but you're also attending school either in the evening or through an online format, or 1 day a week, maybe going to your classroom instruction as opposed to going to the job site and the work site. And there are 16 different registered apprenticeship skilled path trades that we partner with. And there's a number of pre-apprenticeship partners. Lynn already mentioned some. If you are a partner from one of those pre-apprenticeship programs that's watching today, feel free to write your contact info in the chat so people can know. You can also go to WorkNow's website. There's links to a lot of those different programs there. It's not required to do a foundational skills program before you apply to a registered apprenticeship program, but it certainly could help you build your confidence, get a little exposure, build your network, which is so key in this industry. And one benefit to you through this coalition, sometimes if we've been out of work for a while, or if we have the experience, but we're not working at the moment and we want to go into a registered apprenticeship program, sometimes there's boots, there's tools, there might be a fee you have to pay. That's the kind of supportive service that Lynn is talking about, that all of the resource organizations that Lenny Jimenez shared at the beginning of this conversation, those are the kind of things we can help you with. So don't let that be a stumbling block for you starting your career in construction.
This is great. Thank you so much. I learned a lot just being in here today. And what I love most is this is an opportunity from as early on as is late on. I'm not going to call you guys old. I'm going to start early and late. You can go ahead and take advantage right now.
I am. I'm on that side now.
No judgments. However, what I do think you need to do is take advantage right away. Connect with Lynn for the Denver Great Hall. She is right now on that project, and she's a part of the Max Impact Group. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. And again, if you have any questions, put us an email. We'll make sure we get you connected with this amazing impact going on. Thanks so much, Lynn.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Those of you tuning in, you are tuned in right now to our WorkNow hiring fair. We're excited to have you a part of this hiring fair. You know what you should do, though? You should share this out with somebody else, because you never know who's looking for an opportunity. And they do not have to be a WorkNow member to get these opportunities. But you know what they should do? They should check out WorkNow anyway. They might want to join. Join WorkNow at www.work-now.org. Stay in the know about opportunities that are happening right here in the Mile High. And these opportunities are limitless. And what I love most, those of you in between, in position, trying to get to your next place, they will help support you along the way. You need the boots. You need to figure out about childcare. You need assistance in just knowing which way you can go, what type of training you need. WorkNow is here to assist you through the process. So don't let it be too big, because we're here to break it down in small steps and help you along the way. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you share this out. And now this is my favorite part. So you know what I need you to do? Let me know what part of town you're chiming in from, or let me know what type of opportunity you're looking for. If you're looking for an apprenticeship, if you're looking to get on a commercial, if you're looking to be with a multi-family unit, what are you looking for? Type it in the chat box, because I have a giveaway coming up, and you don't want to miss the giveaways. As you're typing those in, I'm going to bring up somebody else to the stage. Now, we've heard from the Den Great Hall, as well as we just heard from Max, who's working on the workforce coordinator rep from Max Impact Group. And now it's time that we hear from another project. As you're tapping those in, I feel like we have a giveaway. Okay, my producers are ready for this giveaway. So let's bring up who is getting this lucky giveaway. We have a tool bag. Now, I know if you're going to get back in action and get back to work, you need a tool bag, right? And why not have the top of the line tool bag? So let's see who's getting this lucky giveaway. Oh, I like that. That's a nice tool bag. You want that. All right, let's get you on your way back in the job field. Let's give it up. Let's see, Matt. Matt, you are our lucky winner. Matt Tapp, carpenter with commercial experience. Matt from the Westminster, that is. I feel you, Matt. 80031. Well, guess what, Matt? You get a new tool bag to get you back in the working field. We're so excited to make sure that you are a part of this WorkNow experience. Make sure you go ahead and send us an email in to coreworknow.org. Send us an email, Matt, so you can get your prize and we can get you on the road with your new tool bag. Congratulations, Matt. All right, up next, I have another project that's going on. We're going to look at project number 3. Project number 3 is the Colorado Convention Center project. This has some great partners on this. I'm excited because I know we've been watching this project underway and we're trying to see what's going on, how far are we in this project. So I'm going to bring somebody to the stage who can tell you a little bit more about the project. If I can welcome to the stage up next, Sarah.
Hey, thank you
Hi,
so
Sarah,
much.
how are you?
I am doing well. How about you?
I am doing well. Thank you for
Awesome.
joining us, Sarah.
Yeah,
We
thanks
want to
so
talk
much
a
for
little
having
bit.
me.
Absolutely. We want to talk a little bit about the opportunities, the projects you're working on. So if you can give us a highlight on the current openings and current projects that you're working on.
Yeah, for sure. So we are going to be, and think I'm sharing my screen. I don't know if that's something that you can see, but I am representing the Colorado Convention Center project. So awesome. So excited to be here. One of the amazing city and county jobs that are currently going on right now. So I am the workforce development coordinator for this project. I'm lucky enough to be part of that and work with some of the amazing people like WorkNow, like a lot of our Dido and Disbo and City of County folks, along with the amazing Hensel Phelps team and some of our early on trade partners. And so super excited. So whether you're joining us live right now, or if maybe you're one of the individuals who are going to be watching this later and seeing it, either way, so excited that you could pop in today. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of let you know some of the talking points we'll go through today. So we're just going to briefly go over some of our project staff, a little bit of a project overview, some of our key trade partners, as well as, because we are a design build and kind of what that means, a little bit of a bid package overview so you kind of have an idea of maybe when to be looking out for some of our additional trade partners to come on board and maybe them needing some workforce support with that, as well as our workforce plan. So the city and county also has a workforce plan that they're starting to roll out with a lot of their projects, which is to go ahead and support and make sure our contractors have the workforce they need to perform the work they want to do. So, and then some of our outreach and then points of contact as well. And Shay, I don't know if you can see Hannah, if you're able to let her in or not. I think she said she's officially in right now, but we'll go ahead and get started and talk through these first couple slides. So project staff. So this is not everyone. This is a very large project, and so just Hensel Phelps alone, there's a large staff, not to mention all the amazing trade partners we're going to be bringing on or have already. But just to give you some of those few, project staff members that maybe you're going to see more so in some of these outreach events, or maybe as it relates to workforce that's more like front-ward facing, if you will. So obviously workforce is extremely important to our team as well. So you're going to interact with many, many different Hensel Phelps people, but we're thinking more kind of that initial. So as I mentioned, I'm Sarah Vandelar, the workforce coordinator. We also have Jonathan Papiel, our project manager, and Lene Cook, our small business utilization manager, and the amazing Hannah, who is joining us today, as well as our coordinator of supplier diversity. So she's really the hub between a lot of our MWBE and our workforce in that coordination piece, and is just really integral to that. And so she's going to be talking with us today. So Hannah, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we can go ahead and roll right into that project overview. Sorry, I got touchy with my mouse. I apologize.
Hi, everyone.
We'll
Like Sarah said, my name is Hannah Seeley. Oh.
Yeah. We could hear you.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Hannah Seeley. Oh, can you hear me okay, Sarah? It's really breaking up. It's my end.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry about that, everybody.
That's okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to also share my screen. Is there something else I need to do? Okay, there we go. Okay, Cool. So if you guys can see this, these are some of the renderings for our project. I'll give you some of the details. So we're expanding on top of the existing Colorado Convention Center. We're adding an 80,000 square foot multifunction space, and which is really cool because it can be used as one big room for big conventions or like a big ballroom area, or it can be divided up into smaller rooms for like corporate and association gatherings. The expansion will also include a number of supporting and back of house spaces and the rooftop terrace, which you can see right there in the upper right corner. That's my favorite part. The view is going to be awesome. I'm really excited to check it out up there. So overall, the addition is around 200,000 square feet. So it's quite a feat. A lot of really cool, work that's going to go into it. A lot of crazy steel, and it's going to be really cool to be a part of. As far as the schedule, so the project was awarded last summer, and we've been working for almost a year now behind the scenes, working through design development and permitting. So some enabling work will be happening this year, things like some selective demolition, decommissioning of the existing electrical and mechanical systems, and safing off some things, and also protecting of the adjacent spaces. Sorry, I blanked on that. The first thing that you guys will be able to see that'll be visible will be around May 1st. We'll be erecting the cranes along Champa. So we're going to be kind of shifting Champa between 13th and Spear to make room for the cranes to be erected. And then later this year, we'll start with structural steel erection. And then after that, next year will be the bulk of the electrical and mechanical work that you'll be seeing. So like Sarah said, we are a design build project. So we have a lot of key trade partners and design partners that have been signed up with this early on in the project. Durham Grunwald is our structural steel erection company, and they will be doing they work with the local Ironworkers Union, and so they'll be hiring through that later this year. And then Wayfield is our electrical company that we're working with, and they'll be hiring probably early to mid next year. Same with RK, who does our mechanical and plumbing work on this project as well. As far as some of the bid packages that we're putting out, bid packages 2 and 3 have already been sent out to the public. We are reviewing bids and awarding bids on those currently. The next bid package that will be sent out is bid package 4. And as you guys can see on the screen, it's all the exterior skin systems, drywall and ceiling and kitchen equipment, a lot of the longer lead items like that kitchen equipment, and then doors, frames, and hardware. All of that stuff has to go in with the metal framing for the walls. So that'll be coming out for bid June 1st. And the last slide in our presentation, you'll see a bunch of contact information. But if your company is interested in putting in a bid for any of these scopes, you can either email me, or we also have a general email inquiry, the CCC XP opportunities. So you'll be able to see that on the last slide.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hannah. So why did we want to talk a little bit about that? Just so you kind of have an idea of timeline for the project and kind of what that means for workforce. So Hannah made some great points about, vast majority of what we're going to be doing this year specific to this project will be the steel erection. And so, our main contractor for that is going to be Durham Grunwald. And so thinking about that, if you're looking for additional scopes, there may be opportunity for you to come aboard for a company and maybe not be directly to Convention Center yet. If you're looking to specifically work for this project, it just may be a little bit of time as we're looking at some of those additional scopes coming on. But definitely I'm watching the chat here and seeing people interested already in electrical and carpentry and those types of things, which is so awesome. So keep those going. Katrina and her team do an amazing job of connecting with these projects. And like Convention Center, we have a biweekly meeting with them. And so being aware of this, being aware of those opportunities, and whether or not the timing is 100%, still knowing of interests of individuals like yourself who are currently on this call or will be viewing this later, or both maybe, it's going to be huge to supporting this project and other city and county projects as well. So I love seeing the chatter. Keep that going, and look forward to maybe seeing some of your names here as we progress through this project. So another thing we wanted to do is kind of talk about the workforce plan and kind of those goals that are a part of this project. And I think it's really important so you kind of know how you can be those individuals to help support those overall project goals. So the city and county has really listened to the contracting community and trying to find a way to support the workforce growth and what's needed to complete these projects, right? And whether it is the city and county specific or impacting the area, right, or how we look at that, any of that. So one way that we're doing this is really working through this plan. So the workforce point of contact specific for this project is me. And then Hannah obviously is going to be supporting that like she has been, which is awesome. There's a huge outreach and engagement piece. So events like this, additional partnerships with the core partners, affiliate partners with WorkNow, with Denver Economic Development and Opportunity Office, with a lot of local high schools that we're involved with, the Construction Education Fund. So all these things that really support this outreach and ensuring that individuals know that construction is a viable option for them, and there's tons of opportunities within that. There is a target population or area that has been some guidance with those goals, and you can see those outlined there. That's great if you fall within one or more than one of those, but really too, we're just looking for people who want to be part of this amazing industry. Also, we really want to support those registered apprenticeship programs that are out there. And so you can see that we are going to be looking at the construction hours performed overall for this project and how that relates to registered apprenticeship and those goals that are outlined. And then coming up with ways to really report and track and capture this information in order to support the overall program and the plan, in order to say, hey, are we really making the impact we want to, to be able to talk to some of you that may be on this project here in the near future, and making sure that it's making an impact in your lives as well. So very excited to be part of that. And then some of those additional kind of outreach things I just mentioned as well include construction careers now. So again, Master's Apprentice, some of you may have heard of this already, part of a lot of the core partners, affiliate partners. We work a lot with Associated General Contractors and EBC. They have a lot of programs that specifically reach high schoolers and pre-apprenticeship programs that are now in the high school, which is really cool to start seeing that grow. As well as the registered apprentices. So as Hannah mentioned, we are a design build company. So a lot of our design partners have already been indicated throughout what we would say the proposal process, or when we were actually looking at procuring this job. And so some of those we already know, so that's what we have listed here. We have in-house, we have IEC, CITC, the local Hall 24 that Hannah mentioned. And there definitely could be more as we continue to bring additional trade partners on for this project. And then really looking at how we can reach diverse populations and be inclusive in that way. So whether it's specific pre-apprenticeship programs for females, those types of things, also looking at overall, but we are looking at ways just to ensure that individuals within the Denver metro community really understand that construction can be for them. So educational, we're really looking at trade partner engagement. Our trade partners we already have on board have been amazing already in terms of workforce and wanting to support this, sharing information with each other, helping us provide information back to the city and county about the program and what we're currently doing and what's working. And then also we're doing a lot of, we're doing, a few kind of what we would say crossover events. This, as Hannah mentioned briefly, we do have a MWBE plan that's part of this too. So reaching that community, which many of you could potentially, right, be working for as well. So looking at those events to really cross over and intermingle both of these plans. So really reaching those individuals as well, and really trying to kind of get a broader base on the messaging and kind of what we're trying to do specifically with this project. And that's pretty much an overview of the convention center. I know we're kind of early on in the process, like we mentioned, but we're just so excited to have the opportunity to speak to all of you today. I wanted to take advantage of that. You know, we have just a little side story. We have a few of our project team members that we actually performed the original build and the first expansion for this building. And so we have individuals who have done one or both that are currently on this project again. And so there's just a really cool story and historic piece with this project as well, specific to Hensel Phelps and some of the trade partners that we're working with. And you know, we're looking to really bring a lot of the individuals who are listening right now into that story and into that history. It's going to be pretty cool. So this is our point of contact information that Hannah mentioned. So, you know, if you have questions, anything like that, want any additional follow-up, please feel free to reach out. Probably within here, the best two would be Hannah or myself. But, you know, if you do reach out to that project email she mentioned too, that goes to everybody, so that can be checked as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have today, except for if there's any additional questions. I wasn't able to fully watch all the chat, so I apologize. But if either of you saw anything or anything like that, would love to get some questions.
Absolutely. Hensel and Phelps, first of all, thank you for this great information. You guys have some phenomenal information, and you're on some amazing projects. So thank you for all this. I think down the board, what I've seen most in the chat is everybody's excited about the opportunity. Is there anything specific you would like them to know about what you do as a workforce coordinator, or how you help them as a workforce coordinator?
Yeah, for sure. So I guess in terms of specific to Hensel Phelps, you know, our philosophy with our workforce is to grow our people, right? So we're pretty proud of the career paths that we offer, the in-house training that we offer our individuals. You know, for us, you're not hired onto Hensel Phelps to stay there in your position unless that's really what you want to do. And that's why we take on, to your point, Shay, projects like this, right?
Right.
You know, we take on these types of projects. Yes, you know, if you look at it from a business standpoint, those types of things, but also we're really want to build our portfolio as a company, but also we know projects like this that are going to be challenging, they're going to stretch our people, they're going to grow them, they're going to give them even a different skill set or enhance the skill set they already have even more so. So that's another reason why a company like Hensel Phelps really looks at these types of projects, is really to, you know, continue to push our people to be the best they can be, right? But not do that out in an island and performing, you know, and then providing that support to them as well. In terms of project, so, you know, we really, when we bring trade partners aboard too, we tend to have a one-on-one with their person that they're looking at to be their workforce coordinator, and kind of talk through this program and hey, what are you currently doing for outreach? And, you know, are there any maybe early on things that you either say, hey, we knocked this out of the park, or maybe you need some help with? And so, you know, for us, when we're bringing those individuals on, we think it's important to have those early on conversations of kind of what that looks like and where they're at. So that way, if they have any additional support that's needed, we can direct them to places like WorkNow, or we can direct them to places or, you know, resources that Vito has, or those types of things. So as they're then looking to bring on their workforce or additional people, they're able to have the support they need to do that. So, you know, also too, on some of our projects as with Hensel Phelps, we offer training. Most of the time it's safety, but, you know, across the board to our project teams. And, you know, we really tried to practice what we preach as well. So if we're trying to say, you know, safety is number one, quality, you know, all these things, like you're gonna see our individuals try to emulate that as much as possible as well. And so, With our trade partners, we tend to have them who like to continue to work with us if they can, right? Through the process, if they end up winning the bid and come on board. But, it's really a cultural thing with that too. And we're really taking that approach when it comes to workforce.
I love to hear that, the cultural approach. I love that. Zach, do you have any questions for Councilman Phil?
I don't right now. I don't have anything in the chat either that I'm seeing.
Okay. Oh, perfect. I know, because I think you ladies did a phenomenal job of giving us the information. I'm excited just for all the opportunities that are available. And I tell you, all of you that are watching right now, take advantage right away. Get involved in your next career move, and make sure you sit down with the workforce coordinator. This is what they're here for. The information you gave us today was so relevant and necessary. So thank you, ladies, for joining us. We appreciate it. Any last words from you, Sarah or Hannah?
Hannah, do you have anything?
No, thank you for letting us talk about the project.
Yeah, same. We really appreciate the opportunity, and any way we can support what you all do, we'll do our best to do that. So
thank you. You guys, you know what I'm gonna tell you, go ahead and take advantage right away. They have some great opportunities. We just heard from the workforce coordinator reps over at Hansel and Phelps. There's some great things going on with opportunities for the Colorado Convention Center project. Take advantage right away. Be a part of it. Man, Zach, I'm getting some great information today, and I hope our viewers feel the same. So I'm going to just do a little temperature check. Viewers, if you're getting great information, I need you to put WN for work now, right now in the chat. I want to see WN. And that might come with a giveaway. So go ahead and get those fingers typing WN in the chat if you feel like you're getting some great information. I appreciate you guys coming and sharing your information right here on our hiring fair. Again, if you want to get in contact with WorkNow, you're not a member, and maybe you want to sign up for your next career move or just support or to have a conversation, go ahead, check them out at www.work-now.org. Also, if you hear something today, you want more information, send us an email at coreworknow@gmail.com. We look forward to helping you make your next career move. Now, I see you guys putting WN. That means you're getting some good information. I'm going to have my production team see who the next lucky winner is. This next giveaway I have is a $25 e-gift card. So that means you get it right away to Maria Empanada. So this means we are supporting people right here local. Maria Empanada is our next one, a 25 e-gift card. Let's see who the lucky winner is. Boom, there it is. Shelton, you're the winner. All right, Sheldon, you know what time it is. Go ahead and shoot us an email at coreworknow@gmail.com, and we'll get you going. My producers will be hitting you behind stage, and make sure we're taking care of you, Sheldon. Congratulations. You got a $25 e-card to Marie Empanada. So that means you can order right now. You don't have to wait for it. It's coming to you right away. Thank you for playing right here at our hiring fair. Remember, guys, you can share this out on your network. Don't keep this information to yourself. You never know who's looking for their next career opportunities. And when I tell you we have opportunities from as young as 17, even maybe a little bit younger if they're starting in the apprenticeship lane, all the way to, I heard, 60, 70. If they're still working at that age, they need an opportunity like this. So go ahead and share this out on your network. Drop it in someone else's DM and make sure that we're sharing so we're all thriving out here. We're not short of opportunities. So I'm going to bring somebody new to the stage. Next, I have from the National Western Center. He's going to have two employer reps talk to you. But first, let me bring up Rich to the stage so Rich can tell you a little bit about the work he's doing and how he's making impact.
Hey, Shay, thanks for having me on.
Hey, Rich, how are you? It's always a pleasure.
Sounds like I have an echo. Should I mute or?
No, you're great.
Okay. So, I represent a couple employers on the National Western Center, and we're going to chat about a project on National Western Center called the HIC. And I prepared a slideshow for that. The workforce coordinators for this project weren't able to attend today, so I will be filling in for them.
Excellent. Take it away, Rich.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and open up this PowerPoint. Except I don't know how to get there.
Go ahead and share your screen out for us, Rich, at the bottom, and we'll make sure your PowerPoint gets on the stage.
Okay.
There we are. You're welcome, Sheldon. Sheldon said he never wins. See, this is what WorkNow is doing, making sure people that have never won are winning today. You're winning, and you're winning in your next career move. We appreciate you, Sheldon, for staying tuned to this hiring fair.
Boy, I don't know how to get to my PowerPoint. I have it up on my internet. Can you all see this?
No, we can't see it yet. There's a button at the bottom that says share.
Okay.
It has a cross on it. Press that, and then
Okay.
share out your presentation from there.
Okay. Do I click share screen or video file?
Let's do a screen.
Okay. And so do I just click share screen and access the PowerPoint?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am not seeing the PowerPoint up. Let me go find that real quick.
No problem. While Rich is looking for that, I want you guys to keep sharing this out on your network. Again, you do not have to be a WorkNow member to take advantage. So go ahead and take advantage of these hiring opportunities that are happening right now in our own community. There are some great things from temporary to permanent, things that you want to get on right away as well, because there are opportunities. I know right from Totally Interior, they have 6 job openings that you can start as early as today, as well as we heard from Den Great Hall. We've heard from the Convention Center, Hansel and Phelps, the project on 48th and Race, the redevelopment over there. So when I tell you these opportunities are limitless, they literally are. And it does not matter on a lot of these opportunities if you have prior experience. They'll train you up and make sure that you have what you need to be successful in the construction industry. And ladies, you're a part of this. Yes, ladies, there's opportunities for you as people that are seeking you out. So if you hear something today and you need more information, we're here to help you along the way. So make sure you shoot us an email at coreworknow@gmail.com. Again, that's coreworknow@gmail.com. Or you can go ahead and join WorkNow at www.work-now.org. We're going to keep on going in here. We're going to get Rich's presentation coming right up for you. Again, thank you guys for tuning in for the WorkNow Hiring Fair. Now, this is not it. There's a lot of things going on in WorkNow. So I want to tell you about an upcoming event, Pizza and Pathways. Yes, Pizza and Pathways. Pizza and Pathways is all about your career paths. We're going to talk to you about how do you make a sustainable career in construction? What pathways should you take? Where are you currently at? What is the assistance you need to get to the next level? We're going to make sure you're connected. We're building more and we're building you. This Pizza and Pathways is going to be virtual, so you're still going to be able to be safer at home. I know we're opening up, but we're not quite open all the way yet. You can tune into this event on April 28th, 2021. That's going to be 3:30 p.m. to 4:45 p.m. right here on this platform, CTN Media. Or, of course, you can go to WorkNow on Facebook and join us for this virtual experience. Again, Pizza and Pathways, we're going to talk about career paths that pay. I know it's all about the money, where the money resides. We're going to make sure you're in the right spot with the right people. And of course, what would Pizza and Pathways be without pizza giveaways? Yes, e-cart pizza giveaways are coming to you live. So you don't have to wait for your pizza. You can order it right away from the safety of your home and really sit down with your family and help plan out your next career move. So join us for Pizza and Pathways, April 28th. Thank you. Up next, I have Rich coming back with some opportunities that are happening right here with the National Western Center.
Thank you, Shay. Now, I was not able to pull up the PowerPoint, so I'm just going to do it verbally here.
Excellent. And Rich, you can email it over as well. If you want to email it, I'll pull it up for you.
Okay.
Okay, but you can go ahead and keep talking and we'll get it pulled up for you.
Okay. So I'm going to be discussing the National Western Center project. And as you probably know, it's already underway. And one of the first phases of that project is the HIC project. And HIC stands for Horizontal Integration Contract. And that's going on right now. And it's headed by Hansel Phelps. And the workforce coordinators on that are Jocelyn Robinson. She's our workforce coordinator. And Kathy Baruman is our workforce administrator. And I just wanted to let folks know that these folks are working on the project with us, partnering with us on National Western Center and doing some great work. And so with the HIC, what that is actually for National Western Center is it's clearing the site of all the old infrastructure and contaminated soil and things like that and prepping it for the next phase of construction where they're putting on the buildings and new infrastructure. So, so I'm going to be talking about two employers on the HIC. One is Area Wide Protective, and the second is Hudspeth Incorporated. Area Wide Protective is probably the largest traffic control company in the United States. They're currently based in Greeley, but they're going to be opening up a new office down here in Denver in the next couple months. So we plan we're partnering with them now, and we plan to continue partnering with them when they relocate or open up a new office here in Denver. So currently with AWP, we are recruiting for traffic control specialists and traffic control supervisors. The position starts at $14 an hour for the specialist, for the technician, and then for supervisors, those positions start at around 17 to 18. And then, of course, your level of experience would influence the wage that you get. For anyone that's interested in this position and you don't have any experience, WorkNow does provide some training and flagging from time to time, or AWP themselves can train you. So those two positions are active now. And on the jobs list that was sent to you earlier today has a full job description for the AWP jobs, how to apply, and what to expect. And so the next employer I have to discuss is Hudspeth. Hudspeth Incorporated is a Denver-based operation, and they do soil remediation, asbestos removal, things like that. And they have three divisions that they specialize in. The first division is environmental services. The second is demolition and dismantlement. And the third is civil site services. So with environmental...
It's Katrina. How are you?
Hi, good.
If you do want to take a minute to send that presentation, if you'd like to, I'd be happy to jump in and just talk a little bit more about the flagging opportunity that you mentioned specifically before we talk about Hudspeth.
Okay.
If that would be helpful, you can send that to Shay, or you can send that to Lenny, who can forward it to Shay.
Okay.
And I want to just share, Rich told you about a pathway opportunity with AWP, Area Wide Protective Services, working on the HIC and several other projects. And, you know, one common misconception about construction is that people who start as flaggers sometimes stay as flaggers or get stuck. And if you don't have an employer that's looking out for you and trying to create opportunities, it is true that that can happen. But one of the things we've appreciated about AWP is their interest and their desire to look at helping to promote people into a traffic control pathway overall and not simply flagging. Rich mentioned we occasionally do flagging certification classes. There happens to be one this Saturday for free. So if you're looking to start work next week, and need to get that flagging certification, email us at coreworknow@gmail.com. We have a fabulous instructor who, in fact, is a WorkNow alumni member, started his own business. He himself started as a flagger when he was coming out of the justice system. That was the opportunity for him, and he built a pathway out of it. 2 years later, took some upgrade classes at one of our partners, Associated General Contractors, and moved into estimating and the traffic control pathway supervisor. And 2 years later, turned that starting flagging position into a senior management professional level position. In addition to that, now also has his own business proctoring new flaggers. So he is ready to not only show you that certification, but show you how you can turn that certification into a pathway. With AWP. So again, there is an email there if you want to get that resume or that employer description information that Rich mentioned. Feel free to, if you didn't pre-RSVP and we don't have your email, send us an email and we'll share that with you. And now you can take it away, Rich, for Hudspeth. I just thought I'd jump in there for a second and give you a chance to do that.
Thank you, Katrina. I appreciate that. And those 3 divisions that I was mentioning, getting back to environmental services, that's the asbestos remediation and the lead paint removal and soil remediation. In their demolition and dismantlement phase, division, I'm sorry, they do structural demolition and dismantlement, recycling and salvaging ferrous and non-ferrous metals and equipment. And then with their site services, their civil site services, they're actually expanding this division quite a bit this year. That would include things like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Slide 6, I believe we're at. Hudspeth.
Okay. Okay. And for the civil site, that would include site clearing, structural excavation, backfilling, and grading. So the positions Hudspeth has open right now that we're recruiting for are asbestos abatement workers and supervisors. They want experienced people, but they're also looking at hiring newbies. So if you're interested in this, you don't have any experience, we can help train you and help you with that certification if you're interested. Again, at the end of this slide deck is my contact information, and then on the jobs list that you received this morning has my contact information too. So if you want to see the full job description of these, learn about how you can get connected, please contact me. And so for the asbestos abatement workers, the duties include asbestos removal, lead and mold removal, following specific safety guidelines that are mandatory in the state. These positions start out at 19 to 20 for the abatement workers, and the supervisors can go 22, 24 or more per hour, and up from there based on your experience. Hudspeth is very interested in hiring women and advancing them. We just sent them a female supervisor that they want to bring on. So folks, anybody that's interested in this kind of work, let me know.
Hey, Rich, can I mention there was a comment in the chat? There were some people talking about they've done asbestos work before.
Yeah.
So Rich mentioned that is an opportunity. They are currently, Hudspeth is working on multiple projects right now all across Metro Denver, and they have multiple openings. If you've done it before and you're interested in getting that certified supervisor certification, while we're on the subject of upskilling, that is something else that the partners of WorkNow can help pay for, and that, you heard the price difference. Supervisors are making $25 to $27 an hour. Did I hear you right?
Yes. Well, 24 and up.
Yeah, 24. So. I always want to pay people more. So if you have that experience, but you've never gotten that certification, that to be able to test for that certification, you actually do need hours on the job. And if that's something you're interested in, again, this is a advancement opportunity. We want to help you not only get in there, but we want to help you grow and move up.
Okay, thank you, Katrina. Can we go to a couple slides down from here? Maybe let's get on the civil labor slide if we can. Is that handy? Couple more down. Okay, one more up from there. Sorry, guys.
That's it. You got it.
Okay. So this is the division that Hudspeth is expanding in. They're hiring civil laborers. You do not have to have experience. They would start you out as a flagger to help guide the heavy equipment operators on the site. And then eventually you'd move into a full-time permanent labor position at a higher wage. So this is a great entry point for someone that wants to get into this line of work or just have a great job that is very consistent, very high demand. And some of the things you need to be able to do on this position is be willing to do some shovel work, be willing to work outside in inclement weather, whether it's hot, cold, they have to work, be able to add and subtract a little bit. And what they're really looking for also is folks that are very dependable, that they can rely on. These folks would need to have their own means of transportation to get to those job sites. So this position starts out to $17 to $18 an hour and then moves up from there. One thing I forgot to mention about Hudspeth is they have a full benefits package. And can we advance to the next slide? I think this is kind of the last one I have. For future openings on the HIC, after the HIC is completed or close to completion, we anticipate at some point soon the equestrian center and the livestock centers projects will open up. And we anticipate that we'll have additional jobs coming through J.E. Dunn, Adolphson and Peterson and Allstate Sweeping. And again, here's my contact information. If you have any questions at all, give me a call, shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to chat with you. And that's what I have for my presentation, guys. Thank you. Shay, I'm not hearing you.
Rich, thank you so much. You always do a great job giving us information. Thank you for standing in and giving us the information for AWP as well as Hudspeth. We truly appreciate it. And again, if you guys are interested in this, just go ahead and contact Rich, right? Rich, we can get in contact with you and can get us on the road.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Katrina, any other last questions for Rich?
No, other than to just say, you know, that there are multiple projects happening out here on National Western Center. Rich, in his overview, talked about the horizontal integrated contract is really setting the foundation, setting the stage for buildings that will be then built, the equestrian center, as well as an event center. So you may have heard Rich talk primarily about horizontal or civil job opportunities that are open right now on the HIC, but stay tuned. This project, and again, the overall workforce coordinator on this project is Jocelyn Robinson, and her contact information will be in the follow-up information you receive from WorkNow. Stay tuned for more details around more vertical crafts and vertical positions, as well as office positions on this project. It's a big one to stay tuned
Absolutely. And I know you answered this in the chat, Katrina, but I would love for you to answer this out loud, because I do see this in my private conversation as well, about do we pay for a certificate and for licensing? Go ahead and just speak to that a little bit, please.
Sure. There's lots of different certificates. I believe the one that Sheldon was referring to, but please correct me if I'm wrong, was the asbestos supervisor specifically. So in this instance, there's a cost to take a training class, a week-long class that, you know, really you need to take in order to pass the test. And then there's a separate testing fee. So WorkNow can pay for the class. The actual test fee the individual will pay for, or in some cases their employer would pay for. And then Rich, correct me if I'm wrong, if there's additional licensing fees, or sometimes you need to get like a physical, you know, for an asbestos supervisor or for a CDL, for example. Those are costs that WorkNow can also help with in terms of reimbursement. The class we'd pay for outright. But, you know, if you need to go ahead and do that test or that license fee, we can reimburse you with dollars to help cover that if it's a barrier for you. We are here as a full partnership to remove barriers for you to find and keep good jobs in construction.
Thank you, Katrina.
That's what community looks like. Thank you, Katrina, always holding us down right there at WorkNow. Thank you again, Rich. All right, those of you tuning in, you're watching the WorkNow Hiring Fair. I am excited to have you all a part of this. We've been having some great engagement. And you know, I like to do a check-in, a temperature check. So first, I need you to share this out with someone right now. And I can see you, so I know if you did it. Share this out with somebody. You never know who's looking for an opportunity, a career move, a challenge, a change, or some support. So please share this out right now. And let's make sure we're getting this out to the community. This is from entry level for people that have full experience to people that are ready to bid. There's so many opportunities going on right at WorkNow. And again, you want to get connected with WorkNow, check them out. Go to their website at www.work-now.org. And also, if you have any questions, you know what to do. Shoot us an email at coreworknow@gmail.com. We welcome any and all conversations. If you need help along the way, this is what we're here for, to connect you, to make sure you get the assistance you need along the way. You guys are tuning in right now to WorkNow Hiring Fair. As we're doing this, I want to make sure we're feeling connected. I know we're in a virtual world, but if you feel connected, there might be a giveaway that goes with this. Go ahead and just write connected right now. WorkNow is always making sure they keep you connected to great opportunities as well as the community. So if you're feeling the connection, put connect in the comments. You never know what I have for you. I'm going to bring up my guy, Zach, to go over any other maybe questions we might have or comments about WorkNow and the experience that you can expect with being with WorkNow.
Everyone, thank you. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Perfect. Great. Yeah, everyone. So an open invitation. We know that to be part of this event, WorkNow membership was not required. For those of you who are already members, it's been a privilege to work together. And I would just invite you, see that email link right at the bottom, work-now.org. That way you can fill out an interest form for us, get connected, and we'll be able to connect you with one of our navigators across the collaborative who are able to work with you one-on-one, understand what your career goals are, what your hopes are for training, any sort of challenges we can anticipate together to help overcome those and get you connected to what you need with the resources that we're able to offer. This is just one way that we're able to engage together for employment opportunities, but there's a lot more that comes along with the WorkNow membership. And we'd love to hear from any of you that have not yet started working with us. So whether you're starting for the construction industry or you're incumbent, looking for new opportunities and you're well experienced, please get in contact with us. I also wanted to give a shout out to an event that we have coming next week. If you would be interested to hear from tips from other WorkNow members right now, current navigators or employers, please join us for a peer networking event that we have on strengthening your own job search as well. So Shay, I think if you have that flyer, you can throw that up and we would like to get in contact.
Absolutely. As my production team is looking to throw that up, I think we have another word from my sponsor. Oh, or not. You guys go ahead, get in contact. We have a lot of great things coming up. Again, there's so many opportunities. Like Zach was just telling you, WorkNow isn't stopping. They want to make sure you're connected. And I believe we have a word from a sponsor. What's that? It's not in here. Because you have to bring yourself on the screen too. Put yourself on the screen.
Year after that. Random.
That was a little technical difficulty. There we are. Okay. I don't know what's going on. There's a little technical difficulty in the back trying to get this nice word from our sponsors. But as we are getting that coming up, I'm going to throw up a flyer as well for our Pizza and Pathways. That is going to be on the 28th. So make sure you join us for Pizza and Pathways on the 28th. We want to make sure we connect you to careers and paths that pay. It's super important that you know that this is not just about a job, but this is well a career. So get connected to Pizza and Pathways, Careers and Paths That Pay. That is on April 28th, 2021. As we're doing this, those of you in the audience, if you have questions, please go ahead and send in the questions. We'd be remiss not to honor any questions that are here and make sure you have the answers as well. I see you writing connected. I see the connected. I see the connected. And I'm waiting on my producer to tell me who the lucky winner is. The next winner is going to be getting a $20 gift card to one of my favorite coffee shops, Whittier Cafe. Homegrown Whittier Cafe right out here in the Mile High City. So let's get you, let's see who the lucky winner is. All right, for Whittier Cafe, who do we have? All right, it's going to be someone cool, someone that hasn't won yet, I hope. Bam, Matthew, you are the winner. Connected, stay connected with WorkNow and get connected with Whittier Cafe. We're gonna give you your $20 gift card so that you can go have your next sip of coffee, tea, or wine, no judgment, on WorkNow. So thank you, Matthew. We'll make sure we get you connected again. Shoot us an email and our production team will be getting with you as soon as possible to make sure you are connected. All right, Zach, as we're trying to get this last word for our sponsors up, I'm going to make sure, are there any other questions that you see in the chat that we need to respond to? Any questions?
I'm taking a look now with you too. I don't
Perfect.
see anything beyond Shelton's question about the asbestos trainings, or sorry, the flagging trainings.
Perfect. I don't see any questions either. All right, y'all. As we're wrapping up some things today, I want to say if you heard or if you've seen anything today and you missed it and you want to know more, guess what? You can shoot us an email at coreworknow@gmail.com. Again, that's coreworknow@gmail.com. We want to make sure you're getting any and all of your questions answered. As well, we can send you any of the employer information that you heard here today. And you want to learn more about WorkNow, be a part of this amazing organization that is making sure they keep you connected to not just careers, but careers that pay. Go to www.work-now.org. And then join us for our peer networking session on strengthening our job. And that is coming up on next week as well. I'm going to try to get that flyer up for you. But join us. And then you know what? All the information is on the website. So if you go to www.work-now.org, you can stay connected in planning your next career move. Let WorkNow help transition you into your next space. All right, friends and family, I'm going to bring Katrina up and see if there's any last words from WorkNow. Katrina took a break. Katrina, you're done with us? Break? All right, good job, Matt. Congratulations on being the winner. We applaud you. And let's see here. All right. I see. Okay. I see a couple. Yes. Yep. You will all be getting your gift cards today. So those are coming through to you. You'll be getting your e-gift cards today. So make sure that you let us know if you don't receive those, and we'll make sure we take care of you. Thank you for joining us for the WorkNow Hiring Fair. We appreciate you, and we look forward to building with you next time. Remember to stay connected, and remember to make sure that your community is not just surviving, but they are thriving. Again, if you heard anything here and you have more questions, don't be afraid to email us at coreworknow@gmail.com. Also, you want to become a member of WorkNow? Well, go to WorkNow's website and learn more. Learn about WorkNow's impact as well at www.work-now.org. Until next time, we appreciate each and every one of you and everybody that came today to share Thank you, thank you, thank you. These are amazing opportunities. So again, share them out and make sure you stay connected. We're here for you, family. Peace and love.